If you still think the way you sleep only affects your back, you may be missing a warning your heart has been sending for years. After 60, a bad sleep position can quietly make breathing harder, raise stress on your body, and steal the deep rest your heart depends on. The worst part is this can feel normal because it happens while you are asleep and not paying attention. Tonight, I want to show you 3 common sleep positions that can work against your heart and what to try instead. And before we go deeper, please subscribe if you want this kind of simple, clear health guidance to keep finding you. A lot of good videos never reach the people who need them most unless they are subscribed, and I would hate for you to miss the next one if sleep has already been hard on your body. Number 7 is simple. A sleep position does not have to hurt to be a problem. After 60, your body has less room for little mistakes at night because your sleep, your breathing, your blood pressure, and your heart all lean on each other more than they did years ago. Think of your body like a quiet house at night. If one door sticks and one window will not shut right, the whole house feels off even if nothing is crashing down. In the same way, if your sleep position narrows your breathing or keeps waking you up, your heart may spend the night doing extra work when it should be getting relief. Poor sleep does not always shout. Sometimes it whispers through signs you brush off. You may wake with a dry mouth. You may shift all night. You may feel heavy in the morning even after enough hours in bed. You may need more than one pillow and tell yourself that is just age. Picture this. You go to bed at a fair hour and you stay there all night, but you still wake tired, tight, or foggy. You think the answer must be that you need more sleep, when the real problem may be that the position you keep returning to is fighting your breathing or your comfort every time you drift off. So here is your first small action for tonight. Before you turn out the light, notice the position you start in and the position you wake in. Do not judge it yet. Just pay attention, because you cannot fix a pattern you never stop to see. Many people try to solve tired mornings with coffee, naps, or going to bed earlier. Sometimes the better first step is much smaller. Sometimes it is simply changing the way your body is lined up for 7 or 8 hours. That small change can be the difference between sleep that restores you and sleep that slowly wears you down. Number 6 is the first sleep position to watch, and it is stomach sleeping. If you sleep on your stomach, your chest, neck, and lower back can all end up in awkward spots at the same time. That may not sound like a heart issue at first, but it can make night breathing less easy and sleep less steady. Your body is not meant to breathe its best while twisted like a towel being wrung out. When you lie on your stomach, your head usually has to turn far to one side. Your neck stays twisted. Your chest can feel pressed. Your low back can sink. None of that helps you settle into calm, open breathing. Now, I'm not saying every person who sleeps on their stomach is in danger every night. But after 60, many people already have stiffer joints, shallower sleep, more nasal congestion, or mild breathing trouble they do not fully notice. Add stomach sleeping on top of that, and it can become one more little shove in the wrong direction. There is another problem with stomach sleeping that people miss. It often keeps you from truly relaxing. You may think you slept in one spot, but your body may have been working all night to protect your neck, shoulder, and chest. When your body stays busy, your sleep can become lighter and more broken, even if you do not fully wake up. Lighter sleep matters, because deep sleep is when the body does some of its best repair work. Your heart rate and blood pressure usually settle down more during good sleep. If your position keeps pulling you out of that deeper, calmer sleep, your whole system may lose some of that nighttime recovery. Picture this. You fall asleep face down because it has always felt cozy. A couple of hours later, your shoulder aches a bit, your jaw is turned, and your breathing is not as open as it could be. You shift, then shift again, and by morning you feel like you slept, but not well. The action step here is very simple. If you are a stomach sleeper, do not try to force a perfect change all at once. Start by rolling partway to your side and place a pillow behind your back so you do not drift flat onto your stomach again. If your upper leg pulls you forward, place a pillow between your knees to keep your hips more even. You can also hug a small pillow in front of your chest. That gives your arms and shoulders somewhere to rest, so your body does not feel like it is losing its old favorite position. The goal is not to make sleep feel strange. The goal is to make a safer position feel natural enough that your body accepts it. Give yourself a week with that change before you decide it does not work. Your sleep habits are old habits. They are not stubborn because you are doing something wrong. They are stubborn because your body likes routine. Be patient, but be willing to train it gently. Before we move on, tell me this in the comments. When you wake up most mornings, are you on your stomach, your back, or your side? That one answer can tell you more about your sleep than you might think. Number 5 is back sleeping, flat on your back, especially if you snore, gasp, or wake with a dry mouth. For some people, back sleeping is fine, but for many older adults, it is the position that quietly makes breathing worse. Here is why. When you lie flat on your back, the tongue and soft tissues in your throat can fall backward more easily. That can narrow the airway. A narrow airway means air has to work harder to get through. If the airway closes off for short moments, that can be sleep apnea. Sleep apnea means your breathing pauses during sleep. When breathing pauses over and over, your body does not treat that like a small thing. It treats it like stress. Oxygen can dip, carbon dioxide can rise. Your brain may keep jolting you just enough to pull in air again. That can push blood pressure up and place extra strain on the heart night after night. This is one of the strongest reasons sleep position matters for heart health. Many people with sleep apnea are worse on their back than on their side. They may not even know it is happening unless someone hears the snoring, or they get tested, or they finally connect the dots between poor sleep and tired days. A lot of people say, I have snored for years, so it cannot be a big deal. But snoring is not always just noise. Sometimes it is your airway telling you it does not like the position you are in. If you wake with a headache, feel sleepy in the daytime, or get told that you stop breathing at night, that is worth taking seriously. Back sleeping can also be rough if you already feel short of breath when you lie flat. Some people need more and more pillows and assume that is just comfort. Sometimes it is a sign that the body is telling you breathing is easier when you are raised up. That is not a sign to ignore. Picture this. Imagine someone who falls asleep on their back every night because it feels straight and easy. Their partner hears heavy snoring, then quiet, then a sudden snort. In the morning, that person says they slept the whole night, but they feel dull, worn out, and not quite right. The action step for this one is to test side sleeping on purpose for a few nights, not just by chance. Place a pillow behind your back so you do not roll flat again. If you like gadgets, some people even use simple sleep position supports, but you do not need to start there. A firm pillow behind you is enough for many people. If you live alone and do not know whether you snore or gasp, use your phone for one night to record sound, or ask a loved one if they have noticed. That may feel awkward, but it is better than guessing. You are not being vain or fussy. You are gathering useful clues from your own life, and if this is helping you already, tap the like button for one reason that really matters. It can help this video reach another older adult who still thinks loud snoring is just annoying, when it may actually be a sign they need help. Number 4 is the third harmful position, and it surprises a lot of people. It is the slumped recliner sleep or the folded couch sleep, where your chin drops, your back curves, and your body spends the night bent instead of supported. Now let me be careful here because this matters. A gentle, well-supported incline can help some people breathe better. I will talk about that in a minute. But that is not the same as sleeping half-folded in a chair, with your head dropped forward and your body sliding into a cramped shape. Think about drinking from a bent straw. Water still goes through, but not as well. That slumped sleep posture can do something similar to your breathing. When your chin tucks hard toward your chest and your rib cage stays curled, breathing can become less free and less deep. Some people start sleeping in a recliner because flatbed sleep feels hard. That can be an important clue. If you cannot breathe well when you lie flat, do not just treat the chair as the full answer. Sometimes the chair is helping a symptom that needs real medical attention, especially if this is new, getting worse, or comes with swelling, chest pressure, or strong fatigue. The couch version of this is not much better. A couch can put your neck at one angle, your hips at another, and your chest at another. That kind of broken support may feel fine for a nap, but night after night it can leave you stiff, poorly rested, and not breathing as well as you think. Many people also sleep in a recliner or on a couch because they fall asleep there by accident. The television stays on, their body sags, their head leans forward. Then they wake in the small hours wondering why their neck hurts and their breathing feels off. That is not real support. That is simply dozing in a bad position for too long. Picture this. You sit down after dinner, meaning to rest for a few minutes. 1 hour turns into 3. Your chin is down, your lower back is rounded, and your chest feels tight when you wake. Then you shuffle to bed already tired and uncomfortable, and the whole night starts badly. Your action step here is specific. If you often drift off in a recliner or on the couch, make one clear rule for yourself. Nap there if you want, but do not spend the whole night there unless your doctor has told you to. For overnight sleep, either build a proper bed setup with support, or talk to your doctor about why flat sleep is hard. If you truly need some elevation, use it on purpose. That means a wedge pillow, an adjustable bed, or a stable setup that lifts your upper body without bending your neck forward. Gentle lift is different from folding yourself in half. That difference matters more than many people realize. Be honest with yourself for a moment and leave me a quick comment. On a scale from 1 to 10, how rested do you really feel most mornings? Not how long you stayed in bed, but how restored you feel when your feet hit the floor. Number 3 is what to try instead first. And for many people, it is supported side sleeping. Not twisted side sleeping, not curled into a ball. Supported side sleeping, where your head, neck, chest, hips and knees are all working together instead of pulling against one another. Side sleeping often helps keep the airway more open than back sleeping. That alone can matter a lot if you snore or have sleep apnea. It can also feel easier on the chest for people who struggle when lying flat. And if heartburn or reflux bothers you at night, the left side may help more than the right for many people. Reflux means stomach acid moves up toward the throat. When that happens at night, it can burn, wake you up, and sometimes feel scary enough to mimic heart trouble. The left side often helps acid clear faster and stay lower, which may mean fewer painful wake-ups and less confusion between heartburn and chest worry. But I want to keep this honest and balanced. There is no single magic side that is perfect for every person. Some people with heart failure feel more short of breath on the left side and prefer the right. So the best rule is this. If you have reflux, the left side may help. If you have heart symptoms or breathing trouble, choose the side that lets you breathe most easily and speak with your doctor if one side suddenly feels much worse. Your pillow matters here more than most people think. If your pillow is too high, your neck bends sideways. If it is too flat, your head drops. Either way, your body spends the night trying to protect itself instead of fully resting. A good pillow keeps your head in line with your spine, like it is when you stand with good posture. A pillow between your knees can help too. That small change keeps your top leg from dragging your hips and low back into a twist. It is a bit like putting a block under a wobbly table. The table may look almost fine without it, but one small support can make the whole thing steadier. Picture this. Imagine someone who rolls to their side, uses a pillow that truly fills the space between ear and shoulder, and places another pillow between the knees. Their body stops fighting for balance. They breathe more freely, wake less often, and get up feeling less beaten up by the night. The action step here is to build your side sleeping setup before you are sleepy. Put one pillow under your head, one between your knees, and one behind your back if you tend to roll onto your back. Then lie there for 5 quiet minutes before sleep. Let your body learn that this position is not a punishment, it is a place to rest. There is one more trick that helps. Keep your shoulders relaxed instead of curled forward. If you hug a small pillow, it can stop your top shoulder from collapsing inward. That can make chest breathing feel easier and take strain off the neck at the same time. If one person is coming to mind right now, send this video to them when we are done. I mean the person in your life who keeps saying, "I always wake tired, but I thought that was just part of getting older." Number 2 is the second thing to try instead, and it is a gentle incline done the right way. This is for the person who wakes short of breath when flat, deals with reflux at night, or feels better with the upper body raised a little. The key word there is gentle. You are not trying to sit straight up. You are trying to lift the upper body enough to help gravity work for you without forcing your chin down toward your chest. A wedge pillow or adjustable bed can do that. A pile of soft pillows often cannot, because they collapse and bend you in the middle. Think of the difference between a ramp and a fold. A ramp gives smooth support from one end to the other. A fold creates a sharp bend. Your body usually handles the ramp better. Your chest stays more open, your neck stays more neutral, and your breathing can feel less trapped. This can help if acid creeps up when you lie down. It can also help some people who feel breathless when they are flat. But here is the very important part. If you need to sleep upright or nearly upright more and more often, that is not just a pillow issue. That is a reason to talk with your doctor. There is a medical word you may hear for feeling short of breath when lying flat. It is apnea. That word simply means breathing feels harder when you lie down. If that is happening, especially if it is new, not mild, or tied to leg swelling, fast weight gain, or chest discomfort, please do not treat it like a small bedtime annoyance. A quick and honest reminder here. This video gives general information, not personal medical care. If you take heart medicine, blood pressure pills, or you live with reflux, sleep apnea, or heart disease, talk with your own doctor before making big changes. That matters even more if a sleep position has become the only way you can breathe comfortably at night. Picture this. You lie flat and feel fine for a few minutes, then you notice you want another pillow, then another. You finally sit up more, and your breathing eases. That may feel like you solved it, but what you really found is a clue your body wants you to take seriously. The action step is to create a stable incline if you need one, not a messy stack that makes you fold forward. Use a wedge or an adjustable bed if you have it. If not, even raising the head of the bed in a safe, steady way can help some people more than loose pillows under the head alone. Also pay attention to timing. If shortness of breath shows up only after a heavy late meal, reflux may be part of it. If it shows up more with swelling in the ankles, chest pressure, or a pounding heartbeat, do not guess. Call your doctor. Good sleep posture can help, but it cannot replace a proper check when your symptoms are waving a flag. If you want next week's topic to find you in time, subscribe and turn on the bell now. These videos do not always show up again, and next week we are going to talk about a bedtime habit that may help your blood pressure stay calmer through the night. Number 1 is the most important point of all. Sometimes the problem is not the position itself. Sometimes the position is just exposing a health issue that needs attention. In other words, if you keep having to build your whole night around trying to breathe, that is your signal to stop normalizing it. A lot of older adults are brave in ways that do not serve them. They put up with too much. They say things like, "I just do not sleep like I used to," or "Everybody my age snores," or "I have always needed 3 pillows." But the body has a way of repeating the same message until we finally listen. Here are some signs that tell me a simple pillow swap may not be enough. You wake up gasping. You feel short of breath when flat. You have loud snoring with long, quiet pauses. You wake with headaches or a racing heart. Your ankles swell. You are sleepy in the daytime even when you think you got enough hours. There is another sign people miss. You start avoiding the bed and choosing the recliner without really knowing why. That may feel like a comfort choice, but sometimes it is your body solving a breathing problem the best way it can. You deserve to know why that is happening, not just work around it night after night. Think of it like a smoke alarm. The point of the alarm is not to annoy you. The point is to tell you there may be something you need to look at right away. Sleep changes that affect breathing can work the same way. They may be the symptom, not the whole cause. Picture this. Imagine someone who keeps buying new pillows, changing blankets, opening windows, and moving from bed to chair, but they still wake tired and uneasy. What finally helps is not one more pillow. It is getting checked, finding the real issue, and then using the right sleep setup to support the treatment. So here is the action step I care about most. If you have warning signs like gasping, strong snoring, shortness of breath flat in bed, swelling, chest discomfort, or a sudden big change in how you must sleep, call your doctor and describe exactly what happens at night. Do not just say, "I do not sleep well." Say, "I cannot breathe flat," or "I snore and wake choking," or "I only sleep in a chair now." Those details matter. And even if your symptoms are not dramatic, keep a simple sleep note for 1 week. Write down how you started, how you woke up, whether you snored, whether you needed extra pillows, and how you felt the next morning. Patterns become clearer when they are on paper. Clear patterns help you and your doctor make better decisions. Now let's pull all of this together in the simplest way possible. The 3 positions most likely to work against your heart after 60 are sleeping face down on your stomach, sleeping flat on your back when your breathing already narrows there, and sleeping slumped in a recliner or on a couch with your body folded instead of supported. The safer moves are just as clear. Try supported side sleeping first. Use a real pillow setup that keeps your head, chest, hips, and knees in line. If breathing or reflux is worse when flat, use a gentle incline that lifts you smoothly instead of bending you sharply. And please remember this, your goal is not to chase a perfect position. Your goal is to create the position where your body breathes easiest, wakes least, and feels most restored in the morning. That is the position that gives your heart a quieter night. If you only take 1 or 2 things from this video, let them be these, and stop sleeping on your stomach if you can. And stop ignoring loud snoring, gasping, or needing to sleep propped up night after night. Those are not small details. Those are clues. If this helped you, please subscribe, ring the bell so you do not miss what we cover next week, and share this with one person you care about who still believes bad sleep is just part of getting older. Small changes at night can lead to better mornings, and better mornings can still be ahead for you.